Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our live session. As you all know, or if somebody doesn't know, my name is Sonia and I'm a coordinator of Think Higher Consultants and a pteclasses.com.au. We will be discussing a couple of topics today. So the number one topic would be the fill in the blanks, and of course there is another fill in the blanks that comes under reading section. We can call it fill in the blanks reading and writing, and fill in the blanks multiple choice, multiple answers as well. Okay, so let's start. Before we start, let's just have a quick ad and then we'll discuss later. Yes, so welcome back everyone. Today we will be discussing about fill in the blanks, which comes under the reading section. So there are two kinds of fill in the blanks. One, of course, is the reading fill in the blanks, and other one that we can call it a reading and writing fill in the blanks, right? Um, there are the same things that we can usually people call it like a drag and drop fill in the blanks. So in drag and drop, what happens is like that you have to drag your answer to the correct blank, right? So there is a fill in the blank that comes under the reading section, as I said, and then you have to drag your answer to the correct blank in the fill in the blanks. Okay, so now what happens is like there are few strategies to fill up these blanks. The number excuse me. So there are some marking criteria. So the marking criteria is that you can say one blank you get 1 point. Okay, and of course if you're not doing anything then you get 0 point. What sort of test that you will be giving? It's just a reading thing that you will be giving, of course. So you have to read through the passage and you just need to find out the correct option for that particular blank. Now what happens is the main strategies that you need to follow for these reading and writing fill in the blanks or the reading fill in the blanks is you have to make sure that you are using correct grammar. Grammar is the key and vocabulary is the key for these both of these kinds of fill in the blanks. So now what we need to make sure that you really need to make sure that whatever the sentence formation is, you have to pick up the same kind of answer for that blank. Now for example, if the sentence is in the present form, if the if the sentence is in the present form, then you have to make sure that you are choosing the correct form of the word. Like for example, if the sentence is coming it as a I am dash to school. So for example, if I am going to school, that means there's something there has to be in the present continuous form. Then only you can select the correct words. So choosing the correct form of the blank or the correct form of the answer is again very very important. Okay. When we come up to the active and passive voice, of course active and passive voices are very very important again. What are the active voice? Active voice is like you have to put the subject and then verb and the object. For example, Mark is playing cricket, so subject is Mark, verb that is playing, and object is cricket, right? Or maybe Ronnie is watching a movie. So this is the active form, whereas in passive form, cricket is being played by Mark, or a movie is being watched by Ronnie, right? So this is again what happens is that you have to just form your sentence accordingly. If your formation, if your sentence formation is in the active form, then you have to choose it accordingly, choose your answers accordingly. And if it is, if your sentences are in passive form, you can choose your answers accordingly. There are few grammar rules as well, like for example, if there is any blank after to, like for example, you can say I'm here to dash a movie, right? So whenever whenever you are getting any blank after to, you have to use the first form, right? I'm here to watch a movie. We cannot say I'm here to watching a movie, or we cannot say I'm here to going, or I'm here to watching a movie, or maybe I'm here to watch a movie. We cannot say that, right? So it is very important that we are saying I'm here to watch a movie, or you can say, you can just put any first form of the first form of the verb, okay? If there is anything before to, for example, he is dash to play, he is going to play, right? So that means excuse me, so that means you have to put any present continuous form, like for example, going to play, or he is watching a movie, or he is what, he is going to watch a movie, right? So you have to put anything in present continuous form. That is again very very important. I'm here to represent my client. Again, with what I said is that anything that is coming after to, that means you have to put a present form. I'm here to represent a client. So you have to put the first form. There are another rule. For example, if there is something coming after while or for, you, if you guys can see, these are the things that when we are using that, while doing this I was doing that. Like for example, while researching on the project, the accident took place, right? So again, whenever there is a while or for coming in, you have to put first form of verb plus ing. These things are very very important. While exploring the options, we met him, right? So after a while or for, you have to use first form of verb plus ing. This is again very very important one. Next one, again, if you are having it or which or that, if you are having it, which or that, you will be using, what you will be using, you have to use plural form of verb, right? Like for example, s or with es. For example, it plays, it will not be it play, right? So it plays an important role. So whatever the verb form is, you have to put s or es. It plays an important role in this project, for example. Or maybe the ingredient which covers the largest proportion is missing. I told you, you have to you have to look after three things. One is it, another one is which, and the other one is that. So whenever you are using it, which, and that, you have to use first form of the word with s or es, right? We need an alternative that works. See, again, that works. So that, and then the first form of verb along with s in front of it, okay? Fourth grammar rule is, if there is any blank after is, am, or are, use continuous form of verb. That is verb, verb's first form plus ing. For example, he is playing in the ground. We are going to the park. Can you see? I said is, are, or we. If there is, are, sorry, is, are, and am. If there is an is, are, and am, you have to make sure that you are using first form of the verb plus ing. He is playing in the ground. He's playing the cricket. They are watching the movie. They are going to the park. A movie is being watched by them. Now there is again a difference between this sentence. Why? Because this has become a passive voice. Okay, so of course that makes difference. Now another grammar rule is, if anything is, like, if there is a blank after a, an, or the, there will always be a noun in the blank. Okay, if there is an a, an, and the, you have to use a noun in the blank. This is very very important. For example, there is an apple in the basket. There is a red apple in the basket, right? A red apple in the basket, right? She wore a dress. She wore a dress, so means a, and after a, there you have to put any sort of noun in there. She wore a beautiful dress, right? So you have to make sure that you are using these adjectives along with the noun, if it is possible. Next grammar rule is, if there is any blank after have, has, or had, use past participle of verb form ending with ed, or verb third form. He has completed the homework. He has played in the ground, or Mark has shown his house to me. They have completed the construction, right? So how I'm doing is, they have or has. Whenever you are using has, have, or had, these three things you have to use verbs third form. This is again very very important. Okay, so all these things are the some these are the things which you will learn from me today, and then you will be able to fill in the blanks nicely, because there is no rocket science in doing the fill in the blanks. There is nothing else. It's just a grammar rules that I want to teach you guys today, so that we can work out. Let's go with the next one. If there is a blank after a or an, there is always be a singular noun in the blank. Okay, for example, he went to a party or a parties. What will be there? He went to a party, right? So there is always like after a or an, there will always be a singular noun. He went to a party. Rohan bought a car, not Rohan bought a cars. We cannot say a and then cars. We cannot put that. There was an elephant in the jungle. There, there was an elephant. That means an is equals to singular noun. There was an elephant in the jungle, right? If there is a blank after a or an, there is always, as I told you, there is always be a singular noun, right? Now the next one is, if there is a blank after be or been. Guys, please note it down. If there is a blank after be or been, there will either be the third form of the verb or continuous form of the verb. Now I'm telling you both. He has been working on the project for a long time. Correct? He has been working. Now can you see, after been, you can see that I have used work plus ing, means noun plus ing. He has been working on the project for a long time. Now there is another example for that. The tutor told the students to be disciplined, right? The tutor told the students to be disciplined. So disciplined is a noun, but it is a verb. Sorry, it is a verb with ed, right? With ed. So verbs, you know continuous form, either we can use continuous form, or either we can use third form of the verb. So disciplined is the third form of the verb, but when we were doing the last sentence, he has been working on the project for a long, that means we have used verb plus ing, right? This is again matters a lot. um last rule. Okay, if there is a blank after can, could, may, will, would, should, shall, there will be first form of verb in the blank. Okay, if there is a blank after can, could, may, will, would, shall, should, there will be a first form of the verb in the blank. Okay, I will complete the work this afternoon. Officers can die in the operation. We should work on this together. Can you see? Or maybe we could work on this together. Officers can die in the operation. So after can, could, should, would, will, shall, after all these things, what we will be using, that will be first form of the verb, right? I will complete the work, I will go live, I will do this, I will do that. Whatever that we need to do, we have to use after will, there will be the first form of the verb, right? Now, what are the strategies? Quickly skim read the passage to get overall idea of the passage. I think so. Maybe I'm not sure if we can go for a short break and then I can tell you the strategies. Maybe I'll just quickly check. Or if not, then I can keep going with my strategies. Just give me a moment, guys.
Think Higher consultants offer the best PTE online training. Think Higher is the only PTE online training institute in Pakistan. We are #1 PTE online training institute, 5-star ratings and positive reviews, Australian-based qualified PTE and naughty teachers. Our students are achieving 80 and 86 score in PTE.
Contact Think Higher at PTE classes at thinkhigher.com.au.
Great. So welcome back, guys. So whoever has been watching or whoever has just joined us, let me tell you that we are discussing our reading and writing fill in the blanks and the reading fill in the blanks, which comes under the reading section of the PTE, right? So let's just talk about just 4 strategies which will definitely help you in getting your fill in the blanks get all right. Okay, so let's just start with the first strategy. So the first strategy is quickly skim read the passage to get overall idea of the passage. Okay, so you really need to make sure that you are just skim reading all, like skim reading means that you have to just go through the passage quickly and make sure that what is that passage is all about. Step 2 is read each sentence with a blank and try to predict the word without looking at the options, right? So you have to just make sure that you are just trying to, use that word into the each blank and just try to see that which word goes so well with this sentence. Number third is once you get an idea of the word which is most likely to fill in the blanks, look at the options and try to find similar word or synonym, right? Try to get an idea, right? Just try to read that fill in the blanks and just try to have an idea that what word should go with this sentence. Now, if you feel like that, okay, I can think of some of the words by myself, you can just think of the words by yourself and then just go to the options and see that whether these words are something that is matching with the given options or not, or if there is any word or synonym of the similar option that you have said, you have thought of, so you can just easily choose the correct word. Now step 4 is If there is more than one word with the same meaning, look after the sentence, look after the tenses or the grammar, right? If you feel like, okay, maybe this word is also going and that word is also going, let's just go with the correct grammar, or just try to check out the correct tenses. If the tense is going correctly or if the grammar is going nicely, then I think that is the perfect word for your fill in the blanks. Okay. um yeah, so fill in the blanks and you can try to figure out the remaining later. Of course, you just fill that word and then you just try to move on, and you can just start reading the remaining passage, and then you can fill other blanks as well, right? I hope all my grammar rules and strategies that I've tried to explain in this today's live session would have helped you. If not, please leave us a comment, or if you want to leave a message in our inbox, please do that, and I will be more than happy to help you. There are some PTE mock tests that are available on our website as well, pteclasses.com.au. If you want to just go there and try to find out the packages and stuff, please do not hesitate to contact us, and we are more than happy to help you in that way as well. Thank you so much.